On the last one, throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. A deep ball for Ellington. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Airing this one out for Evans. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Play action now. Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flushed out right. A deep ball for Ellington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there for L.A. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He completes it to Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right.
Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A deep ball for Ellington. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, a deep ball for Ellington.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Rodgers. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come. Downward it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for Detroit. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, L.A. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. Will Lutz on for the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A deep ball for Ellington. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. The catch is made by Ellington. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play fake. Bridgewater. This is caught by Evans. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.